Hello, my name is Robert Lyon. In this video, we're going to go over the beginning step or the foundations to start building, Saas apps. I'm building 12 startups in 12 months. I just started on the project for the world's largest hackathon today, so that was exciting. But on that live stream, I got asked, where do I even start? Okay, so if you're just getting started, this is a great video for you. If you're inside of my school, which I recommend everybody does check out, it's a free school where I'm basically documenting everything that I am doing, and we have all of our trainings and stuff like that. Bada bing, bada boom. But this is basically just for the foundation, right? So the first thing that you got to do is you got to come up with an app idea. And the correct way to do this, the correct way if you want to make money, number one is brainstorm app ideas, okay? I made a whole couple videos about this. Make a list of all the app ideas that you possibly have. Again, like the potential is insane. Like you can literally turn any idea you have into a real product, into a real software. Now there are limitations. We're not like at the point where you can make the next, Google or something, or the next Facebook. But well, you could try. But really, it's all about just learning the tools. So number one, if you're really going to do this the correct way, and I'll show you how to do this inside of my school, do your app keyword research. You're looking for keywords that have high volume, low competition. Okay, so that's number one. Or you just make apps that you think would be cool, right? So I was brainstorming apps. I've got videos on all the ones that I want to make, and then you can also just go to the app stores and just kind of look, right? So like the main categories are going to be productivity apps. There's a lot of those. Better photos, editor apps, entertainment, stream, movie. I don't know how you do any of those. Dating apps. There's lots of dating apps. Communication, stay in touch, popular apps, new connections. And there's just more and more and more of these different kinds of categories that you can kind of look at and get used to. You get the idea, right? So number one, do your keyword research, do your research, pick what kind of app you want to make. All right, if you have no idea, just start messing with the tools, figure it out later. And like once you do have a app idea, you're going to build the core of it on probably Lovable or Bolt. And those are like the main two that I would start with. They're very user friendly. They're super easy to work with. But before you start just throwing them in there, you're going to want to create either a ChatGPT. So ChatGPT is, open source, AI, whatever. Claude is kind of the same thing. Claude is supposedly better. I use Claude for just projects though and stuff, and I like ChatGPT. I just use ChatGPT every day. It's what I'm used to. I'm sure Claude is probably better, but how much better, who knows? But you're going to basically want to pay for the leveled up version of Claude or of ChatGPT. You're going to go to ChatGPT. You're going to create a new GPT, right? And you're going to basically tell it, I want you to be my prompt master, right? My prompt guru. Let's see what I actually said for mine. Okay, so it says basically, welcome back. Anything expert engineer. Okay, so I basically told ChatGPT, I want you to be my expert engineer prompt master. Great prompt master. You are a prompt engineering expert specializing in creating high-performing prompts for lovable.dev. Your goal is to help user design, test, refine prompts, content, blah, 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 blah. Okay, so this is what you kind of would put into here, and you're going to make a GPT that is going to basically be your prompt master, like I said, okay? And then you're going to basically tell ChatGPT your ideas. Like that's pretty much what you're going to do with it at this point. So I'm just going to go back because I don't need to change it. And then you're going to come here and you're going to start talking to the prompt master with your idea, and you're going to break it down prompt by prompt, okay? And the reason we do that is because if you just get this huge chunk of idea and you throw it in there, it's going to be confusing. Another reason why I love ChatGPT as opposed to doing this with Claude is it has dictate. So like whenever you have a good app idea, you can literally just pull out your phone and you can just talk to ChatGPT. You just blah, 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 blah. This is what I want it to do. This is what I'm thinking, so on and so forth. And then you tell it to become your prompt master, and you have a conversation with ChatGPT, which is kind of creepy. And it will make your prompts. And then once you have your prompts, then you're going to go to Bolt or Lovable. And these are going to be your builders. Okay, so they literally build the apps for you. So basically, like this is my productivity app. I really like this app. Oh, I wanted to tell it to when I click on the projects. Wait, let's go to tasks. Yeah, this is what I wanted to do. So another cool thing that you can do is you can take screenshots. All right, copy, and I'm going to tell it, and then I'll put the screenshot in there so that it knows what I'm talking about, and then I just send it off. And then now it's going to fix this issue that I had, and it's going to fix it, and then we're going to basically I'll be able to move on. Okay, but anyway, so this is how it works. You literally just tell this thing what you want it to build. It's writing the code in real time. It's fixing the issue. Okay, so then when let's let it do its thing. So anyways, while it's doing that, the simple breakdown is going to be come up with your idea. ChatGPT or Claude is going to be like your brain, right? Your business partner who's going to be helping you think through the process more so that you can be successful. It's going to be your prompt master, okay? Bolt and Lovable are your builders. Okay, so these are going to build the pages. So let's see if it worked now. Yeah, there we go. It worked. But it looks like all of them are. Oh, there we go. Now it's organized by project. Oh, it's great. That's what I needed. So Bolt and Lovable are your builders. Okay, and then your back end, right? So Bolt and Lovable, they don't have a lot of space, right? And if you're going to build like a robust app, you got to have a storage, right? And you also have to have a place where you keep the user's emails. You basically authorize if people like so that they every time they log in, all their stuff is saved. Okay, and for that you're going to use Supabase. I don't know how you say it. I am not the Supabase expert yet, but I will be pretty soon. But you see, I have these little projects, and you can basically pay a little bit of money. I don't even know how much, like $20 a month or whatever, and you get storage for the back end. But the cool thing is, in one of these months, I'm going to be building a video game. I'm going to make the video game free. The goal for the video game is going to be if you want to have your name in the high scores, right? If you want to get put in the high scores, you have to put your email in. When you put your email in, you get subscribed to my newsletter. Okay, so I'm using a game as a lead magnet, which I think is freaking genius. I love it. I'm so excited about this. Hopefully it goes viral and I get a bajillion emails, right? But anyways, from the app that you build, the email gets sent to Supabase, and then from Supabase, you can send it to your CRM. Okay, very cool, nerdy stuff that you can do. But Supabase is basically your storage. It's your back end. It allows your front end product to be real. Okay, and then the beyond Supabase is going to be GitHub, and I don't know exactly what GitHub is. I should, but I don't. I'll let you know in another video when I do know. But GitHub is essentially where you're going to connect your Bolt or your Lovable project to your domain. And you don't have to use GitHub, but that's what I use. Okay, so ChatGPT, Claude, these are your business partners. They help you come up with ideas, do it. Bolt and Lovable, and there's probably some other ones just like this. They are your builders. Supabase is your storage. GitHub is where you connect your domain. And then when you really want to build it out, then you're going to use Cursor AI. Cursor is just it allows you to build bigger apps. It allows you to make the code different. Cursor is just the smartest thing, and then there's also another one called so anyways, Windsurf and Cursor are like once you want to make your project like bigger. And then also these are the ones that will allow you to be able to actually turn the code from Lovable and this into an app on iOS. Okay, so we haven't gotten there, but this is just like where I would start. So where you start is number one, you come up with your app idea, or you do your keyword research, or you just build something that you want to build. Okay, then you consult with your prompt master, which you've made in ChatGPT. Then you have your builders, which is going to be Bolt and Lovable. Then you have the back end of these, which is going to be Supabase. You connect your domain through GitHub. And then once you really want to pimp it out and expand it, you're going to go to Cursor or Windsurf. And you don't have to do these two. Okay, these are just for savages, right? This level is just the next level shit. But you can build everything inside of Lovable and inside of Bolt. You can just connect them to a website and you can start making sales. All right, that is the foundation though. That is the beginning. I hope that was clear. I'll probably redo this video at some point when I have more of a breakdown, but that's where you start. You start with an idea, you build your prompt optimizer, and then you basically talk to them. And then again, don't just like drop like huge like books of stuff into Lovable and Bolt. What you want to do is brainstorm with your prompt master and then just do one prompt at a time. And the main thing is like you just want to build it to the point where it works, and then you really got to play around with it. Like the thing that I just fixed inside of this app, I probably wouldn't have even noticed it right away until I really played around with the app. And what's insane is these apps, they become like a living thing at this point because you're able to change the code so fast, and it's just so powerful, and it's really cool. So you can actually just click out here. You'll be able to see the app sales page, blah, blah, blah. The Stripe account on this one is not set up, but we can basically start the free trial. You can sign up, go back to the dashboard, and you can basically start putting in your tasks, and this will help you prioritize everything. But anyways, this is an app that I literally built in like a couple days, and I'm still tweaking it, and it's helped me be more productive. I'm not selling it. I'm just showing you the potential. And then I also built a happiness app, and then I'm building 12 of these now. And this, again, this isn't AI agents. This isn't a video game. This isn't any of that stuff. This is just the bare bones foundation. But I hope this was helpful, and I hope this inspired you to start building. Really just start messing around with these tools. You'll probably just have to do a couple projects before you even get a hold of what's going on. But just hit the ground running, get to work, and let's go. All right, I'll talk to you in the next one. Peace.